Solutions. I am Preeti, working here as Oracle Fusion Functional Consultant. So yesterday we have started with the implementation of Fusion project of Aeronet Group in the Fusion application, and we have stopped at the creation of chart of accounts. So we will start with the creation of chart of accounts today. Let's directly move to our application. And here log in with the user that we have created yesterday. Go to setup and maintenance. Then in the setup area you have to select financials and then go to search task and search here the task related to chart of accounts. For that you can also go to the financial reporting structures. Then go to the manage chart of accounts, value set values. Here you can add the values to the segments. So these are the segments that we have created for the Aeronet group. Let's go back to the requirement document of the Aeronet group. You can see here the Aeronet group require that its chart of accounts should have these segments, that is company, accounts, cost center, intercompany, resource, services, line of business and future. And these are the segments that we have configured in our chart of accounts for Aeronet group, and we have added the values for company, cost center, intercompany, and we have to start with the resources. We have added the values for the company, then cost center, and then for intercompany, and now today we have to start with the resources. So you can see here these are the resources of Aeronet group. Select AN resources and then click on manage values. Let me show you the values that we have added to the company segment yesterday. Click on blind search here, and these are the values that we have added for the company segment. Then click on cost center and then click on manage values. Again click on blind search, and these are the values that we have added for the cost center. Then click on intercompanies, then click on search, and we have added these values for the intercompany. Now we will start with the resources today. Click on manage values, and then you have to click on add icon for adding the values to this segment. So these are the consultant resources. This is for ERP, then this is for EPM, and this is for the supporting staff. Let's start with creating the parent values. And at the parent level, we won't allow the posting and the budgeting. The posting and budgeting will only be allowed for the child values. analysis of team lead, and you can also check the profitability, which team lead is generating how much profitability. You can see when you will report at the team lead level. And also this team lead can also be the resource. For the supporting staff, which is permanent non-billable. So we have created the values for the parent, and now we will create the value for the child. Click on add icon. And we will create one value for the none. Here you can see that the team lead can also be the resource. And now create the child values for the EPM consultants. Will create the child values for the supporting staff. save and close. So we have added all the values for the resource segment. Let's move to next segment, that is services. So these are the services that provided by the Aeronet group. They provide the ERP services, and under ERP they provide the Fusion, EBS, NetSuite, Workday, and then they provide the EPM services, that is for PBCS, ARCS, TRCS and FCCS. Let's add the value for these services. Select the AN services and then click on manage values and click on add icon. So this is our parent value. And now we will create the child values. Now we will create the child values for the EPM services that we provided by the Aeronet group, and these are the EPM services. Added all the values for the services, and now click on save and close. So now we have to add the values for the line of business. So what are the line of business of the Aeronet group? They provide the consultancy services. Under consultancy they provide the implementation and support consultancy. Also they provide the trainings, they provide the third party trainings, also they provide the internal trainings. Now go to the line of business and then add the values for it. Click on add icon. line of business segment. Add the value for the none. Save and close. We have added all the values for the line of business segment, and now we'll take one future segment. So this is the future segment, so we will only add the value for none. On save and close. So we have created the chart of accounts, and then we have created the structure and then instance, and then we have added the values to all the segments. So we completed configuring our charts of accounts. Now let's move to the Excel sheet. So here was the detail of the chart of accounts. Let's take one example. Aeronet is providing the resource for the EPM implementation project to XYZ Corporation, and for providing this implementation services they are providing the resource EPM04 on their behalf, and Aeronet is providing this service from the company that is registered in India. So from your segment company, the company that will be applicable to the accounting distribution will be your Indian company, and then the cost center. Which value you will take from the cost center segment? This is a billable implementation project. So here you can see under the total billable consultant you can find the billable implementation. This value will be applicable for this case. So under the cost center you have to take 101. Then in the intercompany also you have to take India. So here you will take 01 IND. Then which resource is providing this service on the behalf of Aeronet? It is EPM04. So under the resources you have to take this resource. You can see here, and which service is provided by this resource? Come to the service segment and say we are providing service for the PBCS implementation project. So in these services you have to take this value. So in these services you are taking EPMPB, and that is for EPM PBCS, and come to the line of business. So what you are providing to through this service implementation consultancy. So this value will be applicable. You can see here the line of business you have to take IC01, that is for implementation consultancy, and in the future we have only one value, that is none, so take it none. So when you will pass a journal entry for this case, the accounting distribution you can see here 01 IND, that is your company. 101, that means the cost center applicable for this service is billable implementation, and that is 101. Again in the intercompany you are taking 01 IND, and EPM 04 is the resource that are providing this service, and then in the service you are providing the service of PBCS implementation project, so you are taking the value as EPM PB. Then in the line of business you are providing the implementation consultancy, so you are taking IC01, and in the future you are taking the none value. In this way your chart of accounts will perform its task, and you have to form the accounting distribution by using the values that we have added to the segments. Now let me show you a sample of the invoice. You can see here this is the Aeronet Group, and it billed to XYZ Corporation, and for what they are charging to the XYZ Corporation, they have provided the EPM implementation service, and EPM 04 is the resource that they are using for providing the services. This EPM 04 has worked for 155 hours, and the rate applicable for this EPM 04 is 10. So the final billing amount is 1550. And let's take one more example for the support consultancy, which is provided by the EPM 05. Let's create accounting distribution for this support project also. Let's move to our Excel sheet. This is our case 2 for support project. Service is PBCS, or you can take FCCS. Resource is EPM 05. Company from where you are providing this service is India, or take US this time. Now company that will be applicable is USA. Cost center. Cost center is billable support. You can see under the total billable consultant 102 value will be applicable, and in the intercompany take USA, and resource EPM 05 is providing this support service. You can see here under the billing. EPM 05 is providing this support services, and in these services you are providing this support for the FCCS project. So go to the service segment and select FCCS, and in the line business you are providing the support consultancy, and in the future you have only none value, so take that. final accounting distribution will be your entry will be passed in the application, and in this way you can use your chart of accounts. So now we will move to our next task, that is we have to create the calendars. Let's move back to our requirement. So our client Aeronet Group is operating its business from two locations, that is one is registered in India and the another is registered in US. So they have to create two calendars. For reporting purpose in US, they have to use the accounting calendar, that is from January to December, and when they are reporting in Indian currency, then they have to use the fiscal calendar that is applicable in India, that is from April to March. So we will create two calendars. Let's move to our application and there we will create two calendars. You can see the task, that is manage accounting calendars. Under the financial reporting structure functional area, you can find this task, that is manage accounting calendars. Click on it. So these are the already created calendars. Now for creating the new calendar, you have to click on this add icon. Give the name to your calendar here. Let's take the AN, that is Aeronet Fiscal Calendar. Give the description here. Now here you have to select the start date of this calendar. And what should be the period frequency, you have to select here. So I am taking it as monthly. Here you can select the format for the calendar, and here you can select the adjusting period frequency. These are the options which are available for adjusting period frequency. So I am using once at year end. If you don't want to use the adjusting period, then you can select none. I am taking once at year end. Now click on next, and you can see these are the periods. And now click on save and close. According to our client requirement, we have created one fiscal calendar, and now our client's requirement is to create the accounting calendar also for the US legal entity. For that, again you have to click on this add icon. date of this accounting calendar, and this will start from January, and period frequency will be monthly. Here you can select the format, and also here you can select the adjusting period frequency. Now click on next, and these are the periods. It is opening from January and it will end on December, and then there will be one adjusting period at the end of the year. Now click on save and close. So you can see now we have created two calendar as per our client's requirement. One is fiscal and one is accounting calendar. Now our next task is, as we know that Aeronet have its offices or legal registrations in two countries, and they are dealing in two currencies, that is INR and USD, then you have to enable these currencies in the application. Now you can see here the task, that is manage currencies. Oracle provides us with all the currencies, but if in case you want to add new currency, then you have to go and click on this add icon, and you can add it from here. Click on blind search. You can see all the currencies which are provided by the Oracle. These are the seeded currencies, and you can find here the currencies that you need to enable for your project. You can see here the enable option. Now search for the currency INR with its code. You can see here the currency code is INR, currency name is Indian rupee, description is Indian rupee, and from here you can enable this checkbox. So it is already enabled. Our next currency is USD. This is the currency code, this is the currency name, this is the description, this is the US dollar, and here from here you can enable or disable this currency. So as per our client's requirement, we enable both these currencies, that is INR and USD. So click on save and close. Our next requirement of client is that in the accounting method there needs standard accrual method. So let's move to our application and search for accounting method here. This is the task, that is manage accounting methods. Now here search for standard accrual. These are the already created accounting methods. You can see this is the accounting method, and you can see the status as active. Let's click on edit icon. We will link this accounting method while creating the primary ledger. So we have configured the chart of accounts, then we have seen how to configure the calendar, currency, convention method. Now our next task is to create the primary ledger. the functional area general ledger, and we have configured all 4 C's, that is chart of accounts, calendar, currency and convention method. We have seen that we have to create the primary ledger, and under primary ledger we have to link currency, calendar, chart of accounts, accounting method. So we have configured all 4 tasks, and now we will create the primary ledger with these configured tasks. For that, move to our application, and from here manage primary ledger, we will create the primary ledger. So these are the already created primary ledgers. For creating the new primary ledger, you have to click on this create icon. Give the name of your primary ledger. So we will create 2 primary ledger, one for US and one for India. Select the chart of accounts that we have created. This is the chart of accounts that we have created. Now here you have to select the accounting calendar. So when we are creating the Indian primary ledger, at that time we will use the fiscal calendar. And the currency we will select INR, and the accounting method, we know the requirement of the client. They wanted to use the standard accrual convention method, so select the standard accrual method here. Now click on save and close. So we have created the primary ledger for the Indian registration, and now we will create the primary ledger for USA. Select the chart of accounts that we have created, and under the accounting calendar we have to select the fiscal, as we are creating the primary ledger for US. When you have to report in US, and there you have to use the accounting calendar. For that purpose we will create the secondary ledger, and we will see that later how that secondary ledger will work. Right now we have to select the fiscal calendar for accounting calendar while creating the USPL. So I have shown you the picture of enterprise structure. When you are creating the primary ledger for US location, then you have to select the calendar as fiscal year, and for reporting purpose you have to create the secondary ledger where you will select the accounting calendar that you have created for the US purpose. You can see here we will use the same chart of accounts, same accounting method, same currency, but the accounting calendar will be different. So right now we are creating the primary ledger for US location, so we will select the fiscal calendar. In the currency we will select the USD, and in the accounting method we will take it as standard accrual. Now click on save and close. primary ledgers, one for India and one for US, and you can see the status as in process. Now our next task is go to specify ledger option, and here you have to give the retained earning account, which is a mandatory step, and also you can do other configurations in it. Now in the scope you have to select the primary ledger that you have created. Now search for the ledger that you have created. So this is the general information of your primary ledger. This is the first open period. You can select the period here. So I want to use April 22 as my first period. Number of future entryable period is 1. Accounting method is standard accrual. Here you have to select the journal language. Let's take it as American English. This is faded out right now. On deploy flex field. there is some error in the deployment process. Try to deploy one more time, and if it still gives the error, then I will check and will let you know tomorrow. Still there is one error, so I will check that and will let you know tomorrow what is the issue that is coming today. So thank you so much for joining the session. We will continue to